All great players go through a form slump. Virat Kohli's going through one now, so let's analyse it on Hoggs Vlog. Now, what would be going through Virat Kohli's mind now? Well, there'll be a few positives because he's the leader of the team. Finch, Padikal and De Villiers are making runs out the top of the order, and also they've won 2 games from 1. So that will take a lot of pressure off his shoulders right now moving forward. But because he's a man who's got a lot of pride in his performances, he'll be thinking about how he can rectify the situation right now. So as he's going around the hotel, what's going through the back of his mind will be, could have I done a little bit more preparation before I got here for this particular IPL? Remember that they were in lockdown and it was quite difficult in India to get practice in. Also, when he's around the hotel, he'll be analysing his game daily and nightly, just going through little intricacies that he can change in his game to get back to the form that he had before the lockdown started earlier on in the year. Now, as a bowler, we go through opposition batsmen's weaknesses. We look for their flaws and try and execute a plan against them. So I've studied his little technique and I've just gone to the nets, and I think I found out what's going wrong with Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli has been out of form in this particular tournament, and I think I've worked out why. Well, he wouldn't have had much practice leading into this particular tournament because of the lockdown restrictions over in India, and you can see it in his footwork. He's a little bit aggressive with his footwork. He's moving a little too much. Now, if you look at this frame when he's facing Boomerang through the IPL, you can see the back foot going across, right across in front of off stump, and his front leg coming across as well, and he's getting cramped up for room. He's not getting his timing right. Now, if we go back a series against Australia a couple of years ago or a year ago, we can see that his footwork's in a little better sync. The back foot doesn't go as far across, and when it does go across, the front foot's not following. He's waiting for the bowler to let go of the ball before he moves that foot, and when the bowler's let go of the ball, that's when the foot moves, gets in position and bang through the covers. So at the moment, Virat Kohli's moving that front foot a little too early and the back foot's going cross a little too far. That's something the coaches can look at. But tonight, I think we're going to see a different story. He's just got to get through Archer, who's got that extra pace and is going to hurry that footwork. If he gets through that, well, then he can take on the likes of Curran, Unicat and Rajput that don't really have as much pace as most of the other quicks in the competition. So he might be able to find a little bit of rhythm here, and it won't be too long before we see Virat Kohli at his best again in this IPL. Now you better get down there and subscribe on this button if you haven't done before.